you've written 8 books. I think you've developed your process through those books. So say you're going to start writing book number 9. Where do you start? Where do you think you'll finish?
So assuming that I already have an idea about what the content is going to be, right? So I'm not going to just sit down one day and say, what should I write about next, right? For me, it has to happen organically.
Yeah.
And over time, over weeks and months, I'm getting all these different ideas, and I make sure I don't lose any idea ever. However small it may seem at the time, I put it on my Wunderlist, which is formerly Wunderlist, now called Microsoft To Do. So I put it there. I have thousands of entries in different folders. I've organized it pretty well. So I have a folder called ideas, and whatever ideas I get, I put it in there. I don't worry about whether it's a book idea or a video idea or a blog post idea. If I'm running or out on the street somewhere, and as long as I'm not driving, I can pull out my phone and note the idea down. And over a period of time, I'll notice a pattern emerging, right? And I'll see something in like one of the books I wrote is called Crush It with Kindle. And that is because I had gotten to the point where I had mastered kind of the process, right? That shows the whole process of how I do brainstorming, how I make a note of all the things. And I start with the table of contents always before I go deep. Obviously, I don't have to have 100% of the table of contents ready, but if I have like 10 things I want to talk about, right? For example, if I decided that, you know what, I've been writing so many Kindle books, I should write a book about it. And then the first thing I'll do is I'll open a mind map. Mind map, I find it the fastest way to brainstorm. And once you have the main bubble, the core topic of the mind map, it's a Kindle book, right? Then if you hit a tab, it goes one level deeper. If you hit enter, it goes to the next same level. So all I have to do is hit tab. Then first chapter, I'll just make it up, right? How to format, what tools to use to write a Kindle book, right? Type it in, enter. Now it's time for the next chapter. And then say where to find the book cover, right? So boom, 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 boom. Like within a few minutes, I can just randomly brainstorm 7, 8, 10 topics. And then now I have the structure. And the cool thing about mind map is once you have something written out, then you can just Control A, copy, and you go to Notepad or Word. I use Microsoft Word and hit paste. The whole thing is a text now. And I can just select all, turn it into H1 for heading, and say insert table of contents. Boom. Now everything is a chapter. And so now all I have to do is just go and start creating the content for each one of those chapters. And whenever I think of something else, I'll go back and update the table of contents. Another thing, the main thing about writing is you can't just make up stuff, right? So things, sometimes there will be all these notions that we have in our head, that these things we believe, but I can't just say it, right? Like say a majority of people use Microsoft Word, right? I might think that, but if I'm going to write it, I have to do some, fact check. So whenever I have those kind of things that I need to check on, whether I need to get a number from somewhere, I'll just put XXX in that and just move on to the next paragraph or next chapter. And then later on, it's easier to just do a Control F, find all the XXX, and then fill it in one by one.